What's up, netizens? You're watching DarkStar, but I'm Zay at the DM, joined by fellow reaction dude Joey. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Today we're going to be watching RWBY Volume 8, Chapter 7, mid-season finale. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Damn, look at that hay.
Hi.
He's scared. Stormtrooper aim going on here. Yeah.
Damn, this shot is sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, sir?
I am evacuating all citizens to the subway. Prepare Manta Squad Omega and dispatch to every part of Atlas.
But, sir...
Now!
Citizens of Atlas, please proceed to the nearest underground subway stations for shelter.
Holy shit.
Dad? Look!
We need to go!
We can't get the hardline shields back up, sir. The generators took too much damage. Then don't waste resources on them. Beta Squad, the creature.
We tried
It'd
bombs.
be nice if they had some
We can't make a dent, sir.
huntresses.
Schnee here. Penny is
And,
still MIA, but we've apprehended Ark, Xiaolong, and Ren.
Well, what are the guys called?
And don't let those fugitives out of your sight.
What?
Yes, of course.
What?
Still just
Huntresses,
following
what are the
orders.
men called?
Huntsman?
Huntsmen, fuck me, I can't remember what it's called.
That's where the Grim took Oscar. It's even bigger than I thought. Grim don't take prisoners.
This one did. If you would just let us go.
Ceasefire. Manta Squads, concentrate on secondary hostiles. Command is working on a solution for the creature.
What do you have in mind, sir?
We aren't making any progress attacking the thing from the outside. But from the inside, it could be vulnerable. Science team is putting together a bomb. When it's ready, we'll drop it off as close to the target as possible. Then your team will deliver it on foot. Sending you rendezvous coordinates now.
Of course, sir. We will hold the point and we will get it done.
But Oscar's in there.
You can't do this!
Oh wow, is she gonna...
That stunt you pulled. She'd have killed you if you didn't
Swap
just
sides
pop
right
up
here
somewhere
with
else.
Outsender, maybe?
Still, you can make things easier on yourself if you start telling the truth.
You've never wondered why she recruited you. You, specifically, to help her find the relics.
We share a vision. She's gonna create a new world order. No kingdoms. And no Huntsman Academies.
New world order. No. When Salem gets all 4 relics, will be no worlds left at all. Don't you get it? She's been alive longer than you can comprehend. All she craves now is release. Death.
Stop lying! Salem can't be killed. When she came for me, I killed her over and over again. The longest she was gone was only a few hours, before she put herself back together. When I couldn't lift my arms anymore, she showed me that through her, I could have the vengeance I needed.
Oh, Hazel. Don't you see that is why she came for you? Because she could make you believe that this is what you needed?
This is what you deserve!
Yes! But Oscar, the people of Atlas, Remnant, you haven't done what you've done for justice. You've done it for yourself. Because she pushed you to think it would help you. Well, has it?
Now what am I good for?
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Oh my god.
How is she?
I've done what I can, but she needs a doctor.
Hopefully May's able to reach the others. I really hope they're okay. Salem's monster is making Grimm faster than the Atlas military can kill them. The city won't stand a chance unless we stop it.
It's massive. Way bigger than a Leviathan. What can we even do?
Penny launched Amity, and our message went out. Do we just wait for someone to come? If they even come.
How did it all get like this?
Fiona said your friends haven't been heard from in a while. Unfortunately, the last thing they're worried about is a couple of kids. Come on. I've got the ship ready to head back in.
What? We can't leave.
It's chaos at the crater. Atlas has its army, but Mantle only has us. People are dying.
People are dying here, too. Don't you have family in Atlas?
No. Mantle needed me. And to the Marigolds, that meant I wasn't their son anymore. And I made sure that everyone knew that I wasn't their daughter. So forget them. They've got Henry, yours have Whitley. You get what I'm saying.
I don't know about...
Which side are you on, anyway?
We've heard that before.
There are no sides. We want to help everyone. We're all facing Salem together.
This is a great fucking scene so far. Holy shit.
Way we're going to get out of it.
So how exactly do we get out of it?
So long as this world turns, you shall walk its face. That was the curse.
Thank God that's over.
But if Salem can divide humanity beyond repair and bring all 4 relics back together, she believes that maybe their curse will be broken. The gods will rule against us and destroy Remnant once and for all.
Nice story. But if Gretchen's death taught me one thing, it was never to trust you.
Please.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
But Oscar, I want him to trust us and trust me. Her name is Jin.
Huh?
You want her to come out of the lamp? Just say her name. She can still answer one more question.
After all
What the
that,
hell? Why'd he say
you're just going to give Salem the password?
No. I'm giving you the password. And hoping you'll find the truth for yourself.
Oh, I want him to use it and fucking ask the question. There's not one left, maybe?
He's a prisoner, Am. He'll say what he thinks will get him out.
So you're still going to Vacuo? After what I just told you?
Those are Salem's new orders. And I know better than to disobey Salem.
But...
Look, even if what he said was true, we can't stop Salem. You told me yourself. Hazel tried. He failed, and he got in line. Big guy's not gonna pick fights he can't win. Neither should we. And all of this is pointless anyway. Salem's not ending the world.
Of course she is. You're surprised? Salem is destruction incarnate. Our mistress wishes to see the end of it all. There is no ideal more beautiful. If you couldn't see that from the start, you must be out of your mind. Now, come along, Mr. Black. You and I have a date with the desert.
You can't blow it up with Oscar still in there.
That creature causes more damage every minute. We cannot wait.
Please, Winter, give us a chance to try to rescue him first. We could be your test run. You don't know what'll be waiting for you inside, right? So we can go ahead to check it out. And look for Oscar while we're inside.
You want to go inside that thing alone?
Wouldn't you do it for Elm? Harriet? Vine?
We don't let feelings get in the way of making the right call. Trading 3 lives for 1 is stupid.
No, it's not. He's our friend. We will do whatever it takes to find him. Because we care about him.
I really had you pegged as the most level-headed of the bunch. But I guess you're just as naive. Feelings don't matter. The job matters. When you lose someone on your team, you move on. Replace them. Like Marrow replaced Tortuga, and Winter replaced...
No! No one is replaceable. You don't really believe that. You are furious about losing Clover. And you miss him.
You don't know anything about me!
That's why you lost against Team RWBY. You try to fight how you feel about each other, so you'll never truly work as a team.
Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about!
Everyone calm down.
Is that some new power, or has he always had that?
I don't fucking know.
I don't remember anything like that.
Fine. We will drop you as close as we can to the monster.
You can't be serious. They're fugitives and traitors!
I outrank you.
Bitch.
You aren't out in time. We drop the payload. No matter what.
We understand.
You don't like this either. In fact, you don't want to be a part of it at all anymore.
I have a job to do, and I'm going to do it.
I know you don't either.
Mixed emotions, dude.
Oh, wait! What about Crow and Robin? Well, maybe if we get them out of wherever they're being held, they could...
No, see, you just don't get it! This is not a situation where everyone wins. Now you all can come with me to help in Mantle, or I can drop you off near the front lines if you still want to help Atlas. Your uncle and Robin can't save us. We have to choose. So choose.
Miss Me, I heard there was a patient here who needed my help.
I am so sorry, Klein.
It's my fault that Father...
Please don't worry, my snowflake. It had nothing to do with you. And everything to do with Jacques.
Well, that's sweet of you. But wait, how did you know...
Ah, young Whitley, I'm so glad that you rang. May I please see the patient? I understand it's urgent.
Yes. She's in Weiss's room. Just go up there.
I haven't been gone that long, Master Whitley. I believe I can find it.
You called Klein.
That girl needs a doctor. I didn't do it for you.
I know. That's why it means so much to me.
Damn, it's much for him being a bad guy.
Weiss gets off scot-free for being a total bitch to him. Like he fucking like he did something good or whatever, and she's like, okay, now I can fucking be nice to you. Like, you could have just been nice to him in the first place and seen if he would have responded to that instead.
I'm sorry.
What the hell?
How did she get there? I mean, surely that wasn't where that wasn't where she fell from or whatever. Unless the time is really fucking messed up here.
I was expecting a lot more than the finale, I'm not gonna lie. Like some more fighting or something, but that's okay. That's what it is. Not bad.
Oh. Okay. I mean, I didn't look at it like that. It's not like Walking Dead where it's like a planned mid-season finale, I don't think. I think they I think they did 14 episodes, and then at some point along the way, they looked at the schedule with their 14 episodes already done and said, we're going to split it 7-7 this like here.
I didn't think of it that way. I thought about like literally this is like a mid-season finale and they took like a break, like that kind of thing.
No, I don't think that's what they were. I don't think they like went into the season planning like the 7th episode to be some like crazy thing or whatever, and then pick up in the second half.
I'm not gonna lie. We were like mid-season finale. I was like, oh my god, there's gonna be so much shit going on this episode. That's really what I had in my mind. I didn't think of it that way.
I like this episode. I think they're a little bit I'm a little worried about the direction, just pointing to Ironwood is an asshole and everybody betrays him in the end. I think that would really be a shitty way to handle this. Like, everybody else under him is just fucking following orders, but it turns out they actually really all fucking were good guys in the end, except Ironwood. He's a fucking dick. Like, I think that would be a really shitty way to fucking deal with this, but it's a little worrisome the way they're fucking portraying it out. But, you know, I don't really like how they handled the Ren thing either quite as much, just because, like, it didn't really feel like a natural progression to him being, I guess, like, on their side again. Like, he got into their argument. Nobody ever really convinced him of anything. And then he just all of a sudden is like, no. We're all fucking, like, friends here, and all this blah, blah, blah stuff matters. Which, to be fair, this is a lot different than the overall situation. You get a chance to go save him. If you can get out, you can get out, or whatever. This makes a lot more sense. It's a lot different than the entire bit of humanity at stake, or whatever. But, I'm just saying, like, it was kind of an odd resolution. Like, I didn't see coming to where, like, they didn't give any sort of, like, him realizing something that made him change his mind. Like, he had a realization in this thing, but that didn't have to do with him switching sides, if you want to call it that, or whatever. That had to do with him realizing that they weren't as bad as I guess he thought they were, which was that was a good part. I'm not really sure exactly what this whole thing is with him, or like what exactly the power is supposed to be overall. Just general emotional control and sight, I guess. But whatever the case is, even with the introduction of that going on, it still was nice for them to put that in there or whatever, and for them to kind of humanize that side of the thing as well, because that's not necessarily saying that Harriet thinks she's wrong about what they're doing. The one guy does, the dog guy does, or whatever. but that doesn't mean Harriet does. And then Winter, has obviously got kind of mixed emotion stuff going on or whatever. But it does mean that they cared about Clover and they cared about, they care about each other and all that kind of stuff or whatever, which I think was nice showing that. Humanized them. I think they did a good job with the Marigold chick scene because it kind of demonstrated, and they did a good job of kind of demonstrating that they're not the only, Ironwood's not the only one that's just got kind of like a hatred or is taking sides or like, you know what I mean? Like clearly there's some animosity there or whatever from her towards them. And she's like, what side are you on or whatever? And they're like, we've heard that before or whatever too. But at the same time, she came back with some stuff too, being like, not everybody's going to win. Not everybody's going to be saved, etc., etc. And so I think that came in there. I'm not sure how I feel about the Whitley thing.
It was hot. Literally for a while there, we were like, "Hey, it might go bad, this and that. You never know." And then it's absolutely no chance now. Like that's a wrap. He's
I think
good
so
guy,
as
Whitley.
well. Unless he did that on purpose to try to gain your trust or something like that. But but I agree with you. I think that basically he's just good. This is his kind of like whatever moment. Which once again, this is kind of one of those ones that just like is a turnaround instantly, right? Like, oh, he just went from a little brat to now all of a sudden he's good, and I'm not really sure what the catalyst for that was. It certainly wasn't the problem that I actually had with this whole interaction, which was that Weiss has not. They just had this scene a few volumes ago or whatever, or maybe last volume, where her mom is like, "Hey, don't forget Whitley. You should try to be nicer to him. He's had he was raised this way. He had it worse or whatever, or he's had it he's had it the worst since you guys ran off and left him here with your dad. So he's, gotten probably the biggest brunt of it, at least recently. And Weiss's response to that is to treat him like a fucking idiot and a child or whatever and be like, go to your room and just treat him like not sisterly even a tiny bit or whatever, or in any way try to be like, hey man, do you think we could figure this out sort of deal or whatever. Just a total bitch to him basically. And for some reason that worked. He was like, you know what? You weren't nice to me at all, but now I'm totally down. Like I'm going to be a good guy now or whatever. And then he goes out of his way to do that or whatever. And now all of a sudden she's like, yeah, sweet. Now that you've done what I wanted you to do, now we can be brother sister. But before that, you could eat a fat dick. I don't know. I don't really like that. I don't like this from Weiss's perspective or whatever. And I'm not sure what the catalyst for his change was. I don't necessarily mind the idea of him becoming a good character. I don't think they developed it well enough or whatever necessarily, but they've got a lot of different mini storylines like that going on. And they're not going to develop every single one of them. So I don't think that's too major of a deal. But yeah. And yeah, the war scene was really cool. Like them all lined up and stuff.
Flying in was sick.
Yeah, I thought that was all really good. The stuff going on under Salem's group is all pretty interesting. I guess Salem's group didn't know about the stuff where Salem's gonna do it, except Tyrion.
Of course she wants to destroy everything. That's the beauty of it.
It does not feel like this Hazel thing is going to work out. I don't think Hazel is going to get his question in and figure it out. I think she's going to figure out that it's still got one more wish, and that I don't know how that's going to happen because Emerald's whatever. But
yeah, I feel like showing, maybe not. I feel like them showing the Grim on top of the ceiling was basically saying like Salem's listening to their whole conversation, anyways.
Oh, did that happen? I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was a Grim when they were walking away.
So there was a Grim on the ceiling in that room with Oscar?
No. Outside the room where Emerald was listening and talking to start talking to Tyrion and basically she knows the Emerald and what's his name are not going to be with her anymore. I think.
Well, Mercury's still following along, but yeah.
Well, I thought the nod at the end was like, "I got you. We're swapping."
Oh well.
But
I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah, I feel you. I agree. There was
the little, because he's like, she's not gonna destroy the world, and dude's like, yes, she is. And at the end, he pushed her, and she's like,
oh, he did his nod thing. I felt it was more like I feel like they have a relatively close enough bond or whatever. It was more just like, stay safe. You stay safe too, or whatever. Sort of.
But all it is basically, I just feel like that Salem will now know that Emerald told what's his name to swap. Yeah. That's all. Because the Grim was just right on top, and it wouldn't have showed it for no reason. It was like leaning down, listening to him.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how all that pans out or whatever. Did we get anything else this episode?
Them basically going inside to try to stop the thing happening before they use the bomb. Winter basically being over it. You might have said that. But him showing her having all the emotions, and you can kind of see she's kind of turning a little bit, what she wants to do too.
Well, I actually thought they were saying the opposite, kind of. Where they so the one dude had blue emotions, right? Because he 100% was not on board. The other chick had red emotions, or what? I mean, we don't actually know what the fuck this means, but it was like she's still on board with Ironwood. It's just she misses Clover or whatever. But Winter had like all the emotions, so like she understands, like she understands what's going on, and she's loyal to Ironwood, and she also at least understands like where he's coming from, but she also feels like the way that he's going about doing things or whatever, like when he shot the councilman guy or whatever, like those things are obviously antithetical to her beliefs as well. So when you look at those types of things, I just think she's like, she was the mixed version of everybody else's emotions, basically. Like she had them all. I thought that's what they were trying to go with that. I thought the scene where they showed the people in Atlas that were just kind of living cozy lives or whatever, and then all of a sudden, the things started coming in. I thought that was a pretty interesting scene for a lot of reasons. One, it kind of shows the contrast to how Mantle was, right? Mantle is like the slums, essentially, and these people are out here having picnics and shit in the middle of this disaster thing that's going on or whatever, because they just feel like they're untouchable sort of deal or whatever. And that also illustrates kind of a similar thing to Beacon, where everything seems kind of like happy-ish or whatever, and then all of a sudden disaster strikes and people are gonna die, etc., sort of deal. So yeah, I thought that was a well done scene as well. Yeah. So, the Penny. I guess we can talk quick about the Penny thing. I'm not sure exactly how she got there, because she fell like from the thing like 2 episodes ago, I think, or whatever. And I'm assuming that that's not like she didn't, like, that wasn't happening while she was falling sort of deal or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a time, like, it's been a couple episodes worth of time since that's happened as well. Not just like that happened and then this stuff was all happening this episode, but it was actually like, even though we didn't see it that way, it was actually happening at the same time as the stuff that Penny was doing. But I don't think that's actually accurate.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it actually wouldn't make any sense, because no, we know that's not how it is, because they know about the attack on Atlas, and the Penny stuff was not happening while Atlas was being attacked. So that doesn't make any sense. So I'm not sure how she got to where she is. Maybe she just found a way to like boost herself over or something, and then she just barely got there. We're gonna see how that plays out. I'm not sure what the hacking that the guy did to her, because she seems to still have her personality and be able to control herself in some capacity. So I'm not really sure exactly where that's going or what that's going to be. He said that she was going to like shut down and reboot, basically, and I assumed that meant that she was going to do that and then kind of lose like some semblance of self and actually have to, like, basically so they could control her or whatever.
Yeah, well, his first initial takeover was just to stop her from getting the broadcast off. Remember? She was pushing the thing, and when he took over, she let go, and the broadcast stopped mid-broadcast because she couldn't push the thing up anymore.
Well, that was just him doing whatever to her, though. That wasn't.
Yeah,
like...
I thought that. I didn't know if that was the whole plan. I thought they were going to get her to come to the fucking thing, like take her body, literally be in control of her, and have her come to where Salem is.
Yeah, right. But the other thing is that, like, he said that he did whatever, but that it wasn't going to go through until like she had to reboot or something. Basically, that's why he said that she fell. Because she had to reboot, and then that's why they went and looked for her. So I'm just not sure exactly what the reboot, and then what exactly it is that he's doing to her, or what that's actually supposed to be. Not sure yet. I guess we'll have to find out next week. Nah, try next couple months from now. Month and a half or so from now. But all right, let's go do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, step right, catch you on the dark side.